What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with a new Spill the Tea video. So we all just recovered from the scandalous, shocking, drama-filled, funny season of SWV and Xscape Queens of R&B. Baby, we went through a roller coaster of emotions and feelings dealing with the Scott sisters, and especially dealing with LaTocha Scott and her alleged lies and victimization and manipulation of her sister Tamika. We also all know that she went and got herself a gospel deal behind her group's back while filming the reality show. We never got to see them actually confront her on the show about it. And I wonder why production and the editors didn't add that in. Like, we never got that moment where they was like, girl, we know you got a solo deal. When you gonna tell us? Like, we never got to see that. So that was kind of disappointing. But her album came out on Good Friday. And the album title is LaTocha, The Invitation, A Conversation with God. And I was like, girl, God been trying to tell you something. You need to watch The Color Purple. Now, I don't know what God she talking to, but my God would have told you to have several seats a long time ago. I don't think you talking to the God that we all pray to. I think you talking to that fallen angel named Lucifer. Because the way you've been moving and grooving, woo, Jesus. Just the whole way that she went about getting the record deal, doing it behind her bandmates' back, being shady, not participating, having an attitude, and just went about it just in a totally unprofessional way, rubbed us, the viewers, the wrong way, rubbed her bandmates the wrong way. And with all of the accusations that her own flesh and blood sister Tamika outed her with this season, with the receipts of allegedly stealing money from her in the past. And then the girls on this show came to her with receipts showing that her husband Rocky was taking kickbacks and things. Like, it was the ultimate showcase of what my God will do to you when you ain't living right. And you know how I always say on this channel how you reap what you sow, and karma comes back in ways that you would never, ever imagine. So put yourself in LaTocha's shoes, where back in 1998, 99 or whatever, when she first got her solo deal, and she told the girls, Tamika and Tiny, y'all can go continue to have babies and this, that, and the third, and gave everybody their butt to get kissed. And then her record was shelved afterwards. So she spent the last almost 20 years being bitter and upset about the fact that her career never took off, and she so-called never got the opportunity that she felt she deserved, and blamed it on Candy, and said that Candy was the one that stopped her project from coming out, even though she was under a totally different record deal at the time. So fast forward almost 20 years later, the girls get back together after begging Candy to come back, because financially Tamika and LaTocha really needed the group to come back together. Candy was hesitant about doing so because she felt like the girls might be using her to get back on, and then once they got where they needed to be, they was gonna give her her butt to kiss. Tamika did not do that, but LaTocha did. And she went and did the same thing that she did 20 years ago with going behind the girls' back, getting a solo deal, and giving them her butt to kiss. And obviously she didn't learn her lesson the first time, because she repeated history. And God will teach you a lesson and keep on presenting you the same lesson over and over again until you get it, until you pass the test. And she didn't pass the test. She went and did the same thing that she did the last time. And she just thought that, baby, she was about to come out on top. She thought she was about to come out on top. And she signs this record deal with Motown. She's excited. She about to be the next Beyonce, the next Yolanda Adams, the next Shirley Caesar, the next Mary. She got her a full entourage of glam squad, a publicist, 2 assistants, honey, a private chef. Like, she is doing it. You can't tell her nothing. She is about to blow. This is her chance. This is her spotlight. It's finally happening. And then the show airs. And all of her dirty laundry is exposed. Because God said, what's in the dark shall come to the light. And I gave you the opportunity to do things the right way, and you didn't do it. You continue to screw over people. You continue to lie, manipulate, be boastful, be arrogant. You weren't humble. So I'm going to get you. Oh, I'm going to get you, and I'm going to get you good, because I'm going to give you what you always wanted, which was this record deal. I'm going to give it to you, just to take it away from you. So the album drops on Good Friday, and we really didn't hear much about it. I have not heard the streets talking about it. From what I have heard, several people have said that it's not really a gospel album. It seems like it's more of like an R&B type of judge going on. But a Twitter page by the name of Shady Music Facts on Twitter, who says in their bio, our tweets are 100% news and facts with a touch of shade. Enjoy the tea ladies, promote with us. Now, I'm guessing that they were the ones to go on Billboard and get the actual numbers for LaTocha's album sales, because with Billboard, you can only go but for so far down to get numbers. So obviously her numbers weren't in the top 100, which says a lot. But they allege on their Twitter that LaTocha Scott's highly anticipated debut solo gospel album, The Invitation, A Conversation with God, sold 678 units in pure sales. The album from the Xscape member has failed to chart on the Billboard 200 album charts. Congratulations, LaTocha. Ooh, it didn't even chart, allegedly. 678 units. And I can honestly believe it, because first of all, record sales aren't good for anybody, really, honestly, truly, except for a few, like the Taylor Swifts of the world, the Drakes, the Beyoncés, or whatever. But I'm not shocked. Hell, Chloe album came out and only did 10,000, and she's a megastar. So I'm really not shocked that LaTocha's album allegedly only did 678 units, because God ain't gonna bless no mess. God ain't gonna bless no mess. I know Motown is pissed. I know that they felt like they've been bamboozled, but I don't feel sorry for them either, because the A&R execs that were in that meeting on the show with her and asked her, does your group members not know about this? And she said no, she hadn't had the opportunity to talk about them with it yet. That would have made me look at her totally different in that moment, because how you sitting up here in a meeting for a gospel record deal telling me that you haven't even been forthcoming with your bandmates? That's shady. That's not God-like. That tells me right then and there that you do bad business. So what's to tell me we sign you and then you go behind our backs and do something with another record company? That would have made me look at her sideways from the beginning. So Motown, you getting what you deserve too. Them A&R execs, y'all know y'all are in trouble. Trouble. I'm pretty sure she'll probably be dropped. And she'll be tucking her tail between her legs and running back over there to Xscape to perform with them. Now, I know that the Scott sisters own the name Xscape. They have copyrighted the name. The name belongs to them as far as the name of the group. But just because you own the name of the group doesn't mean that you still can't get kicked out of said group. They would just have to go perform under a different name. But they can perform by calling themselves Xscape 3 and people will still come see them. Because I firmly believe and stand on that LaTocha should not be granted the opportunity to come back after the way that she acted. I think that in order for her to come back, if they did allow her to come back, she would have to publicly admit to stealing that girl's money. She would have to publicly admit that her husband was doing kickbacks. There would be a contract stipulating that Rocky cannot do any type of business deals on their behalf. He cannot be at any rehearsals, concerts, live events, guest that he can't come around them, period. He can't be around, period. She can't handle no money, no business dealings whatsoever. There will be tight stipulations in order for her to come back. Ironclad stipulations that if she does not comply and does some shady stuff, we have the right to sue her for X amount of dollars. That's the only way she would be able to come back into that group if I was them. But personally, I wouldn't even want the headache. Would not want the headache. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this bit of tea down below in the comment section. You guys make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.